You didn't play any matches with it?
I played 2 games.
Who wins? Who? Okay, all the way back. What I want you to do, Jay, go ahead, just hit your forehand and backhand, and hit it any way that you've been doing. Let me just see where I'm starting. Okay. Okay. Everything crossed it. Okay. Not bad. Two more. Good try. Good try. No, you're doing fine. Stay nice and relaxed. Okay? Good try. Couple more. Which side do you like better, your forehand or backhand?
I don't know yet.
Couple more. All right, here we go. You came to the right place. I'm going to be able to help this guy a lot.
Okay.
All right, you can come back here if you want. All right, Jason, let me explain this. It's going to be, okay, because I want to try to not only tell you what we got to do, but I can show you how to correct it, all right? Forget footwork for a second, because obviously, at the end of the day, the more that he plays, you're going to learn how to judge and track the ball. So all that being said, before I get into what I got to get into, the more that he can play sets and play matches, okay, the better. Because right now, he has a little bit of problem with the judging and the tracking of the ball. And what I mean by that is the relationship between you and the ball, you're kind of in the wrong place. So no matter if you have a great stroke or not, if you're in the wrong place, the stroke's going to change. Does that make sense? So that's critical. So then the more you can jump rope and the more he can play matches, the better, because he's in the wrong position. That's number one. That happens to everybody, but since you're kind of new to this, a lot of kids have hit millions and millions more balls, and they've judged millions more balls. So it's kind of, they got more of an advantage as far as that goes. That's number one. Number two, he has to calm down. Maybe a little nervous because I'm feeding you the ball, but he has to calm down because the lower part of his body, the lower part, is disconnecting from the upper. What I mean is, instead of you looking like you're rhythmic, watch this. And then I hit it, not always, sometimes you did it right. But the lower, he would go down, and then you'd come up, and the ball wasn't even there yet. So it's almost like the timing is wrong. Now, not only because of your feet maybe, but I think there's some anxiety. He's really rushing. And so when you hit the ball, okay, and people probably told you slow down or whatever, his lower part is not connected to the upper. It's like and then it's like that, and so what comes off your racket is no power. Then every once in a while you might get more power. Now the backhand's going to be a little easier for me because his shoulder turn, you don't turn enough. The backhand, you got to turn so much more. I'm going to get in that secondly. But here's what I want you to do on the forehand. Go ahead and turn like you're going to hit the ball, probably like you're top. Now, here's the key. So right now, when you let go of the racket and it goes this way, see, the racket should be pulled from this position. What Jason does, you do kind of go here, then right before the ball comes, you go like that. You pre-roll the wrist. So in theory, it still works, but the racket doesn't flip. What I mean by flip, the racket, if you pull it from here, it will flip. Now that's the technical part. And I know that you can do that, and if I hand feed you the ball, it would feel good. But I gotta feed you from far back because I want you to judge it, okay? So when I feed the ball, I want you to take more little steps. I You need more little steps. And when you set the racket there, just try to keep it still if you can when you pull it. Show me what you think I mean with the pulling from that position. Pull it. Yeah, but see, you don't do that. And see, he feels so much more relaxed demonstrating. Is that what it feels like when you play? No. See, sometimes, yeah, but it's not a lot. See, I don't see, and what I said is huge. You know, I'm saying he's misjudging the ball, so that's going to mess up the stroke. The lower part is disconnected from the upper. So it's like, oh, there's no power left. The power is already gone. It's like decayed. So it's like just with the arm, and there's no like, it's not like boom, boom. The timing's not there. And I don't know if that's mental or what. I don't know if you're real excited or whatever when you play. Can you fill me in on that? Or how do you feel calm when you play, or you get a little excited? You feel calm?
Except during tryouts.
Okay. So the point I want you to try to do right now, try to pull it from there, but he has to remember. And I don't know if you're overthinking it, but feel like the leg drive and the hip, just run the show. And when you hit the ball, here's the tip of the ear. This is how I'm going to correct this whole thing. Get your racket there. I want Jason to think there's a hula hoop around your body. And when he hits the ball, here's what I want him to focus on. And all those other little things I said can mess you up or help you do it better. But I want him to go like this. When he swings, he has to get what we call more angular momentum. There's not enough angular movement of the body. See, I want you to go, there's a hula hoop. I want you to go like this. So, I don't want you to think you're going to hit it like, I know this sounds funny, like straight. I want him to think like there's a hula hoop around the body and the racket goes like this. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So just, so if there's a hula hoop, do that again. So when he does it, go ahead and swing slow so you don't kill him. So his whole body, I want his body to rotate more. Okay? So it's like there's a hula. I've actually had people do what you're doing and they change it right away. I've had people just go and they hit better. So I got to get him to think more angular. What I mean by angular, more like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you're going to put the racket there and not move it like you were trying to do. Because what you would do, he put it there, but then he went like that. So you're going to do that, and I want all angular. And if you don't get angular, then I'm going to have you jump all the way around and do a 180. And then you'll feel like you're at gymnastic class. Better. All right. New Jersey. Nice one. Not bad. See, you're actually doing better, but I'll go back to what I said earlier. I don't know if it's because you're anxious. You're actually starting this too soon. Do people ever tell you you're too early? Like, yeah. Wait on the ball.
I used to have that.
You're anxious? Yeah. Nice. So you're going to feel like you're just rotating. Sorry. Again, okay. I know you're armed and dangerous. That's a pretty good stroke. Okay, but right now, here's what we got to do. You got to trust me on this. Because you're 16, I need you to rotate faster. Listen, I'm all for steady, smooth, relaxed. I get all that. I want you to turn on that ball. Just rotate on the hula hoop faster. If you miss it, you miss it. I don't care if they go in. Excellent, Jersey. Better. Now what I want you to do, this is more of a corrective technique. When you hit it, you're going to jump around and face the other way. It's just an exercise. Better. Better. Keep going, Jay. Stay with me. Faster. Remember what I said. You're going to really turn on this thing. Nice effort. Great. Great, buddy. Good job. The new Jace. Keep going. Okay. Other than different or weird, how does that feel? Does that feel like what you were doing? How does that feel different? Say anything you want.
The racket is really faster.
See, there was no angular momentum before, and so I have to overcook the rotation. You're doing good. Keep going. Just let me groove you. Don't get me wrong. You're not going to do this forever.
Okay.
Not bad. Good. Try to set that racket. No pre-roll. Turn. You're doing better, Jay. Way to listen. Nice. Now, when you let go of the racket, make sure your left arm is across the body. When you let go of the racket, the left arm, yeah. But you're doing exactly what I want. See, what I'm trying to do is get you the feeling.
Okay.
I'm trying to get you the feeling. Good job. It's all right. Remember how I said the relationship between you and the ball?
Yeah.
You're just too far from the ball.
Okay.
Watch your left arm. See, I just think because of what I've diagnosed, the left arm has to be your best friend. That left arm has to be across your body. Pretty. Pretty. Again. Rotate on the hula hoop. Good. Better. Better. Doing great, Chase. Love it. You're feeling it. You're feeling it. Not bad. See, it's more what we call forgiving. I know it's tiring you out probably too, but look, it's more forgiving because I got his body rotating around the ball now. And as a result, even if your timing is off, it's not as bad because I got more momentum. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Grab a drink. I know you did fitness, you're not used to this, the humidity. This is more of a corrective technique so you can get the feeling. So you get the feeling exactly what this should feel like. Racket. That's all right. That's all right. See, here's what we got to do. Because lack of playing and maybe not being super intense. See, I'm trying to change the climate inside